रिक्वेस्ट आई है कि अगर मैं कभी मर जाऊं, if I die, who should people contact? I really don't have any hidden friends or agendas where you can contact this number to find this video, which is a secret video which should come out, and so but somebody killed. I'm not an enemy of anyone. I don't like to kill mosquitoes. Why would I want to kill or hurt anybody? My interest is very simple, that we as human beings are here living in a time which is called the 21st century, which I grew up watching Star Wars and Star Trek, where in the 21st century we already had the spaceship Enterprise almost ready to fly. Where is that spaceship? I haven't seen it. Where is that USS Enterprise #1? Why aren't we technologically so savvy that we are able to create that enterprise? What is happening on this planet Earth? Why are we not talking to each other when we have something called WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Zoom, Skype, and we can communicate to each other? Why are there so many languages in the world? Why aren't we having one global language where everybody can communicate to each other, understand each other, accept each other, respect each other, work with each other? What's the problem in that? I personally don't see any problem in that. I think we're just not taking enough steps towards it. I don't think we are walking towards it, or we're just scared. Every single person who I ask to make a phone call to a random person or make a stranger into a friend, they seems to be very scared of them. They forget that they're human beings and the other person is also a human being. We have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 2 ears. We just have same value system. We all fall in love. We all want to take care of our children. We all want to live happily. What's the problem? And there's only one problem, and the problem is fear. And I'm very grateful for Churchill, who said that the only thing to be afraid of is fear itself. That's the biggest challenge which we have. And I was watching a documentary or a movie on Buddha, and he was just constantly preaching about the same thing. Fear. Fear is your biggest enemy. If you let go of your fear, you're no longer scared to die. You're no longer living in the past. You're no longer living in the future. You're just living. You're here as a blessing. You are here. Your breath is a blessing to be alive. I mean, people are suffering for absolutely no reason. There's no reason to suffer. If you have a leg broken, you should be happy that you have 1 more leg. If you have 2 legs broken, you should be happy you have 2 hands. If you have nothing left, think of this amazing scientist who had nothing. He had to pump air in a pipe to be able to type, and he explored universe. And we have everything. We have the internet, we have technology, we have a smartphone for $50 which has all the knowledge on the planet. I mean, we are like, I don't want to say gods, but we have all the knowledge in the world. All the knowledge. And what are we using this knowledge for? Are we using it for destruction, or are we using it for making our lives better? So I would like everybody to use it for making their lives better. I think the people who invented the internet wanted to do the same thing. I think most people who invented the smartphone, Google, Facebook, they all wanted to make a better world. I mean, who doesn't? And when you see a movie like, say Mission Impossible, and you see the evil guy who wants to destruct the world, and what's his goal? His goal is always that this system is not working, let's destroy the system and create a better system so that we can have a better world. They are looking for the same thing. Even the evil guy is looking for the same thing. So why aren't we all looking for the same thing? And why are we looking for the so-called enemy all the time? So coming back to my question, who should you call if I disappear? Nobody. Become me. Become fearless. Become somebody who is not scared of trying to do something different or big. What's the harm? What do you lose? Ask this question to yourself. What are you going to lose if you don't do it? Or if you do it? Nothing. Your time. How many hours a day are you watching YouTube content or Netflix content or reading a book? How many hours a day? How many hours a day are you sleeping? Can you spare 1 hour a day or even 15 minutes a day in a mission impossible, which sounds impossible to do? What's stopping you? I have no reason to be fearful of. I'm not doing anything wrong. If somebody thinks that I'm doing something wrong, if my ideas are crazy, that's totally fine. I have absolutely no problem. They have the right to think that. I have no problem with them. I'm not going to compare myself with these big guys, but Gandhi was shot by the people who he was trying to protect, his own party. Look at all the people who were shot. Fine, they were shot. What's the big deal in dying? Why are we so scared of dying? If we were born, we are going to die. What will I do? What specially can I do if I live another 100 or 1,000 years? I'm going to breathe. I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to get up. I will have, or maybe have, some more worldly pleasures. Right? That's all I can do more, right? What else can I do? What is there that I can do more with more time or more life? If I have no attachment to anything in the future, then I don't need to live another day. I'm enjoying my day every day. I am in joy all the time. And that's what the goal of life is, to be in joy. And isn't that what your goal is? Isn't that what you want for your children? Isn't that what you want for your friends? To be in joy? Are you enjoying what you're doing? But if you're enjoying drugs, if you're enjoying things, killing people or calling hate names, do you think it's creating a good karma for you, or is it creating a good universe for you, or is it creating a better life for you? Maybe it is, but then that is what yin and yang is all about. There is night and there is day. If somebody doesn't do bad, then how would we know what is good? So if you think that you're doing the right thing, you're probably right. I'm doing what I think is right, and that's all I'm doing. So I really don't know who you should call except yourself and say, hey, why am I not doing what I am supposed to do? Why am I not following my dreams? Why am I wasting my time in thinking and comprehensioning and things that might go wrong if I do this? You will learn something interesting life. Everybody has a different path. Everybody's born for a different reason. People of all faith believe that nothing happens without the will of the Almighty. So maybe I am the way I am because it's His will. Probably is. And maybe the way you are is because His will. But you have the power to change your willpower, right? You can change your will. So let's create our luck. And my translation given to me by a teacher of luck is labor under correct knowledge. Let's correct our knowledge. Maybe we are wrong. Maybe all the stuff which we know, which is in our bias, is wrong. Maybe all the things which we are doing are wrong. Why don't we Google more and find out? Maybe there's a better way to do something, right? I'm a lazy guy. I don't like to do things which wastes my time ever. My mother keeps telling me that, whenever I was learning something, if I read the same thing 3 times, I no longer wanted to read it because it was boring. So I get bored easily. And I hope you do too, because then you're more curious about learning something new. And that boredom is a gift to me, and that boredom has allowed me to constantly evolve, constantly learn something different and new, and I'm blessed to have this boredom. because of which I became the person I am. And I wish the same to you, that if you're bored, choose your time in a better way. And another teacher taught me yesterday that if you don't know what to do, just meditate, just do nothing. Go to the rest room and just rest there and do nothing. And you will get some interesting ideas about your life, about everything. Because teachers say that we are all interconnected. We are all interconnected, just like the internet, just like WhatsApp, just like the phone system, right? We can just dial a number. The person can be anywhere on the planet and it rings. We don't see any wires. We don't see any connections happening, but the phone rings. Similarly, we are all humans and all life forms are connected. We just don't know how to Google the brain inside of somebody else, but we are connected. Our intuition can be developed to communicate to each other, to learn from each other, and take advantage of the collective wisdom of humanity, of the collective consciousness, and become a better human being. Thank you so much for watching.